Hi guys, welcome back and welcome to Rome. I just arrived to the hotel, as you saw. You've watched my short videos. I've been producing a lot, I've been filming a lot, I've been editing a lot. And you guys have been asking me the same question many times. So I felt the urge of making this video to address the topic because I know most of you are starting this path and want to have a backup plan. And that backup plan is really important when you're just starting out of high school. You want to become a pilot and you're asking yourself, should I study something else or should I become a doctor before I become a pilot? Anyway, into this video, we're going to answer that question. It's a very, very valid question. It's a very good way to think. So before we start, you know what's coming. Like always, maybe I will find coffee. If not, we're going to go to the sea. Let's do it.
One time for your mind.
What a journey. It took me like 1 hour to reach here. Anyway, it's always good to go in an adventure and it's good for the vlog. So we cannot really analyze all the risks, otherwise we risk to stagnate in mediocrity and not progress in life. So if you're looking for a definitive answer where I will tell you, yes, do this or do that, this is not going to be like this in this video because I like to take or make you take your own decisions based on my experience and the things I see around me. So the first scenario I want to talk about is someone who wants to access a flight school and doesn't have any other option other than save money through work. So the first thing they will do is they will get a degree, and going through that degree, I don't know, engineering, for example, it will take you like 5 years. And then from there, you will go find a job and maybe a bank will give you a loan. So I just give you a tip on how to get a loan to access flight school if you don't have enough money. So because you have a salary, then maybe they can give you a loan afterwards. With that, then you start your pilot training. So that gives you an access. But the scenario that we're going to focus on is not this one. And the reason why I don't want to focus on that scenario is because I want to add as many risks as I can so that I show you it doesn't matter how many layers of risks you add on, they just become unrealistic. But a healthy level of risk is always important in life. So the scenario we're going to focus on is a typical scenario where a person finishes high school and they don't have that backup plan, or they're looking for a backup plan before they start their flight school. So because they're taking a big risk because they're loaning money from their parents or they're taking money from a bank, and they want to know how they can get a plan B to follow on in case something happens during that path. So to make it really simple, let's take two scenarios. And both scenarios, we're going to take a time frame of 10 years. The first one, which you go through university, let's say first, and you work, or you don't even work, you get your degree, and then you do pilot training. Let's say it's going to take you 2 years. And from there, you work 3 years. So the total of 10 years. The second scenario is going to be, you finish from high school, you go through pilot training, that's going to take you 2 years, and then you work for 3 years, something happens, and then you change careers and you go for 5 years to get your engineering degree. So for total 10 years, both plans or both scenarios, you end up with the same thing. The first one, you already have a degree, I understand. The second one, you don't have a degree, so if something happens, you have to go back to university and study, and maybe you have life commitment. So it's not always easy to go back to school when you already have so many life commitments. I understand you need the stamina, you need many things to be able to find that motivation back. So what I want to bring your attention to is the more you focus on the problem, the more you see only the problem. But when you generate problems, try to generate solutions. And with that, I want to say, so the solution I'm trying to talk about here is, just the other day, for example, one person talked to me and asked me, I want to become a pilot, but my nationality is going to stop me. And maybe, or he had second thoughts of pursuing that. The more I spoke to him, the more I showed him solution, the more he became optimistic and realistic about the possibilities. He was so focused on the what ifs that he neglected the possibilities of how to find a job in the first place. I showed him how you can do your research, where you can start from, what are your options with that nationality. I know it plays a big role and I understand, but trust me, a lot of guys, they come from remote places from this earth and their nationality doesn't put them in that place ahead of people, and they still make it because they see that goal and that vision and they keep it. Anyway, The other one, or the other problem I want to talk about is people think of something could happen to them health-wise, which is really realistic. And a lot of people are not aware of this, and I'm sure it keeps people from even taking a leap of faith because it's a big risk. But there is something called medical or licensed medical insurance, and that will cover your license in case of temporary or permanent loss of license. That you take it into account, or you factor it in that equation when you're making a decision. So you have to put all the solutions, or put the solutions in front of the problems or those question marks, and do more research instead of just putting barriers and then cornering yourself within those barriers. We are in this earth to find solutions, to help each other out, and that's the main reason why I'm doing these videos, is to help you guys, to show you the things that I have come across, and I'm still learning. My journey have taught me so many things so far, and I'm sure that I'm going to learn so much from experienced people, from people that are not experienced, from you guys, things that you've heard, and that's what makes internet. It's the community. We have a common unity between us. Anyway, enough with that. Now, what I'm gonna do is, part of my layover, as usual, I'm gonna take that scooter that I always take, explore the city. I don't think I will be able to film much while I'm doing that because I'm not very well equipped as a vlogger yet. I only have a tripod and I cannot really hold it or fix it on the scooter. I should get more equipment so that I get better footage for you guys. So I'll try to film as much as I can because I know you guys, or some of you guys, like those vlogs. So if you've made it this far, this time what we're gonna comment below is Rome. Yeah. Man, Rome is just such a beautiful city, but man, it's too busy. This is the scooter I took to navigate around the narrow streets of Rome. I think I'm gonna call it a day because it was just too hectic to navigate around those small streets between people and all that. So I'm gonna go back to the hotel. Let's finish up with this video, and dinner, I think I'm gonna keep it until I go back to the hotel, and or maybe something on the way, because all the places around here are too busy. All right, and we're back exactly where we started. Anyway, we can't go over all the possibilities. I covered few ones, and I'm sure if you have more questions, you just put them in the comments below and someone will come with their own experience. They will give you their insights, and that way we can keep the conversation going. I will make another video soon answering another question which is really important, so we can keep those important questions going, and also I can learn from them so that someone else asks me this similar questions, I would know what to tell them from your experience. This place is not only me sharing my experience, we can all engage in the conversation and benefit from it. That's it for me today. I hope to see you on the next one. Until then, stay safe.